What is up, my seers? My name is Vaughn, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on. And in today's video, we have the sun will shine. Let me explain. So I'm out here in nature again, and it's the sunset. And I just wanted to get on camera and show you guys that life is beautiful, man. You gotta get outside and go see it. You have to understand that there's a whole world out there waiting for you to get out in it. There's a whole world out there that's waiting for you to experience its beauty and its joy, right? So if we're gonna be stuck inside and we're gonna be in our heads, and if we're gonna be complaining about every single thing in our life, then, you know, that's the only result we're ever gonna get. The only result we're ever gonna get by being a shut-in and being completely isolated from the rest of humanity is these crippling thoughts of anxiety that are going to pervade us day in and day out, right? And, you know, of course there's a season of isolation that every person that is a child of God has to go through. And of course people who aren't, even though we all are. That's the whole thing. It's like people who say they aren't are just people that don't know they are. That's all it is, you know? And in my period of being a shut-in, right, for the past couple days where I've been inconsistent with making videos, I've been learning, I've been growing, I've been reflecting, and I've been thinking about my state of mind and how I can bring forth a positive message for you guys and bring about the best way to express the change that I want to see in the world, and also the changes that I'm undergoing, right? So I think a lot of us are also experiencing the same thing. I think a lot of us are also experiencing these intrusive thoughts, you know, these intrusive thoughts, whether you want to say that they come from the enemy or whether you want to say that they come from yourself. You know, your subconscious mind picks up on every single thing that you feed it, right? So it doesn't know whether it's really happening or it's not. It does, you know, like, it doesn't know what's true and what's false. It thinks everything is true. Your subconscious mind thinks everything is true, whether you tell it a positive thought or a negative thought. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feed it the truth or a lie, it's gonna believe it 100%. So I had to tell myself, right, you know, just because I feel like things aren't going the way that I want them to go, just because things seem to be impossible right now, doesn't mean that that's true. That doesn't mean that I can't get out and create. That doesn't mean that I can't get out and make a video. That doesn't mean that I can't make it through this situation, because the tears that I've cried, the nights that I've spent up in anguish, all of these things, they have to amount to something. They all have to amount to something greater. They all have to amount to a purpose, right? They all have to amount to something that's going to impact lives and change lives, right? Because that's my mission. That's what I'm here for. That's all I want to do in this lifetime. And, you know, the quality of this video, right, it's not going to be, oh my gosh, the best, because I'm using my front camera. I want to look at myself while I'm spitting to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even, you know, however all the other YouTubers do it, that's how they want to do it. This is how I want to do it, because I want to make sure that, you know, I'm in the frame, I'm not doing anything crazy, blah, 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 whatever. Insecurities and intrusive thoughts can always get in the way of the thing that really matters, which is getting the message out. Getting the message out is always going to be more important than how it looks. Getting the message out is always going to be more important than how you feel, you know? But you also have to feel like you're able to do that. You also have to feel like you're able to make your message known in the clearest way, you know? And even if it's not so clear, somebody's going to be able to pick apart the real message between what you're saying. And when I'm out here, when I'm in nature, even though I got these headphones on, you know what I'm saying, I still feel like I'm at my clearest, you know? I feel like because I have so much space and so much, like, room to just breathe and, you know, think, it's gonna reflect in my message. So I think it would be best probably to get out here more. It probably would be best to get out here more. And that's something that I definitely want to do, right? So now I'm gonna take the phone and put it this way. I just wanted y'all to see the sunset, and now you can see the moon in the back. Maybe I should make this the thumbnail. Oh, that's funny. You know? So I love you guys so much. I really, really do. And it's funny because as I was setting up, you know, to make the video, I was like, I turned around and I was like, the moon was not there a second ago. Like, I know like sunrise and sunset, like that's how it goes, but it's like, whatever. Anyways, it's just so funny. It's just like, it's literally just here, like in the video. Yeah. So I just want to let you guys know that I love you guys a lot. And I've been thinking a lot about how I can, but I've been thinking a lot about how I can just move forward with my passions and move forward creatively, right? And how I can be the best version of myself. How can I be the version of myself that is going to change lives and make an impact? How can I be that version of myself? And what is it that I have to do every single day to make that happen? You know? Sometimes I need time to rest. Sometimes I need time to gather my thoughts. Sometimes I need time to learn and grow more, so that way I can be the best version of myself on camera for you guys. Sometimes I need that. You know, I'm allowed to give myself permission to do that, you know? And I think that is what a lot of this time alone has taught me, is that I'm allowed to rest, you know? I'm allowed to rejuvenate myself without feeling like I'm being lazy, without feeling like, you know, I'm not doing the right thing, right? Because I am a very driven person. I'm a very ambitious person, but sometimes I set my standards a little too high for myself to where it's like, oh man, this is almost impossible. Like I can't even reach this, quote unquote. But I know the only limitation is in my mind. However, it's like, you know, things come to a building point and then it's like the pressure gets to a point where, you know, you just pop every once in a while, you know? So you just got to bring it back down and so on and so forth. So that's just what I've been doing. Yesterday I took a nap. I took a nap, and you know, I'm usually against taking naps during the day because I'm like, you can get so much done, but it's like, if I needed to take a nap, then I just need to take a nap. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult and you take a nap, comment down below. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you take naps, and let me know what time of the day is best for you to take naps, if that's what you want to do. You know? The point is that I love what I do. I love making these videos. I really love it. And it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't matter where I'm at. It doesn't matter what's going on. I want to make these videos because they're so important to me. And I know that this is going to inspire change in somebody else, whether they want to admit it or not. You know, all the glory goes to God. All the glory goes to God, because you can't keep us down. You just can't. Like, you just can't. It doesn't matter. Like, eventually the sun will rise. The sun will rise eventually. Every day the sun rises. That's something that we know for a fact. If there's a day where the sun doesn't rise, then we're all doomed, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We're all done out here, you know? Like, God forbid, you know, it doesn't happen tomorrow. Ugh. You know, I don't even like to put things like that out there in the universe, but it's like, you know, whatever. So it says in Psalm chapter 84, verse 11, "For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly." So we got to keep our heads high. We got to keep our heads high, and we got to walk upright, because God is never going to withhold our blessings from us if we do so. If we continue to walk the righteous path, God is never going to say, hey, you know, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve what I have to give them, you know? And I was just in such a state where I was just looking for answers. I was looking for answers, and I was like, man, like, you know, what do I believe? You know, do I believe in the Bible, or do I believe in something else? Do I believe that there is a God, or do I not believe that there's a God? And I know that's probably controversial for me to say, but it's like, you know, you get new information. I mean, I will never, ever, ever doubt the existence of the Most High, ever in my life. And I don't mean to say any of what I'm saying to blaspheme him, because I will never turn my back on God, no matter how. Sorry, it was a plane. It was a plane and a butterfly. Anyways, but I will never, ever blaspheme him, ever in my life. Ever. In terms of turning my back on him and saying that I don't believe in God or Jesus Christ, ever. It's just, you know, you get new information that changes, you know, not even changes, it alters your perspective on what you believed before, you know? And I'm not saying, oh yeah, Satanism is like the way to go. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is, you know, I worship Jesus Christ. This is a fact. It's an irrefutable fact that this is what I do. But, you know, everybody has information that can either help you or harm you, right? You have to seek out the information that's going to help you instead of harm you. And sometimes the harm that comes is just a threat to your existing identity, right? It's a threat to how you perceive yourself. And part of me is just like, you know, if I believe this, then this challenges who I think I am right now. And that's a scary thing. That's a scary thing to be like, yo, you know, this information that I have could possibly change everything that I think about myself and everything I think about the world. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. But there's a reason why I know certain things. There's a reason why I came into this knowledge. And some people hear something and they know it's true, and then they choose not to listen, and then they just bury it. They bury it deep. They bury it so deep to the point where they can't even like get to the bottom of it, and they just stay on the surface, you know? I was talking with a friend yesterday about, you know, how people just want to stay on the surface all the time. And, you know, that's just not me. Like, I've never been the type of person to just want to be like, oh yeah, like, I'm gonna just know what I know, and even if it's just a little bit, and I'm not gonna want to expound any deeper on it, you know? Like, unless I really just don't care to know, you know? Like, if I just don't care to know something, then that's the only time that I'll say that, you know? And if it just has to be something I don't care about. But if it's something that I do care about and I'm interested in, it's like, oh, okay, let's go there, you know? Like, let's really go there, you know? Whether it's a person, whether it's, you know, a work of art, whether it's, you know, a piece of literature, history, whatever the case may be, you know, fashion. It's just, I always want to know things. I'm always trying to learn and grow and challenge my brain. And I'm seeking out companionship and community with people who are like that, you know. That's what the seers are for. That's what this community is, you know. And no matter how long it takes for me to build this community, I know that it's going to be worth it, because this is my legacy. This is the legacy that I'm building for all of you guys to connect when I'm not here, you know? When I'm here and when I'm not here, you know? I want this to be something that can last the test of time. And that's what this is about. This is about legacy. This is about impact. This is about growth. This is about leadership. This is about change. And that's what I want to see happen every single day in some way, shape, or form. That's the impact I want to make on the world. So thank you so much for listening, guys. I really, really appreciate you. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Sigma Strange, Sight by Sigma, Shot by Sigma, digitalrift.us. And yeah, share with somebody that needs Jesus Christ today. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video, because if I say tomorrow, then, and I don't do it, then you know what I mean? I want to just say, see you in the next video. I love you guys.